Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you our video when we checked in at Wild Acres RV Resort. But so you know, they have recently changed the name and now they go by Sun Retreats Wild Acres. This is the main building where you go to register. This is where you pick up the keys to your cabin and make payments and all of that. So while we were waiting, I was looking at their program. It seems like they have so many new things going on and so many great activities, which is fantastic. They definitely stepped it up in the last couple of years, I have to say. Now I'm going to show you our cabin. This was actually recorded on the day we were leaving because when we checked in, we just started to bring so many things in. We had to unload, put things in the refrigerator. So it got a little messy really quick. But when we were checking out, everything was back in its place. And I figured this would be a perfect time to show you the cabin. So the cabin is pretty large. It has two queen beds and a pull-out couch. And the kitchenette area is pretty small, but I guess it has everything that you need. They do come stocked with some dishes that you might need. We definitely brought a lot of the things ourselves. The only negative I will say about this cabin is that the refrigerator is small because they do have cabins that have a full-size fridge and a full-size kitchen, but they are a little bit more expensive. So if you are on a budget, this is definitely a more budget-friendly cabin. This cabin has plenty of storage. There's huge drawers that open up from the front of the beds. There's also like a little shelf unit. Um, it has lots of windows, as you could see. There's two AC units and there's a big fan, and this cabin has three doors that you could enter and exit. So this is kind of like a backside porch, and there is obviously a porch in the front of the cabin. And then there's also a door that goes outside from the bathroom that I will show you guys in a little bit. This is how they bring the linens. They kind of leave it in bags like that. So whatever we didn't use, we just left it. The bathroom has a lot of great storage, I have to say. Um, it's basic, but this is the door that leads to the other side of the backside deck, and it actually has an outdoor shower. So that's pretty neat, I guess, but we don't use it. Anyway, so this is the cabin. Like I said, I think it's great. It has everything you need, and we really enjoy staying here, and it always feels like it's just not enough time. Outside, you have a grill. This was actually a new grill, and this is like your little area to sit, so it's absolutely perfect. Much later, we went to pick up our golf cart. This particular resort does have golf carts, but I do have to say that if you want a golf cart, be sure to reserve it when you're making your reservation, or at least a couple of weeks before your trip, because we rented it only for a couple of days, and on our last day we wanted to extend it by one more day, and unfortunately they were all booked. So we had to say goodbye to our golf cart a little bit earlier. So essentially we took like a 5-minute walk back up to the main building where you register. There they give you like all the information and the waivers. They're actually very strict this year because they did have an incident, like a mini, I guess, accident, but thankfully nobody was hurt. So they're very strict with their rules and regulations and so many waivers that you have to sign. So this was our cute little golf cart, and later on you'll see that we actually put a bunch of lights on it, and it was really cute, and every time we would drive around, people would be like, oh my goodness, it's so cute, because it looks really, really nice at nighttime with the lights. Then we drove around to the other side of the building where we registered, and we saw that they have this new bouncy area for the kids, which they didn't have last year. So that was a great little find. Aiden definitely went to check it out. So this is kind of all in an area where they do crafts and projects and ice cream nights and cupcake stuff. And it's also located pretty much in the front of the resort, and this is their main and big playground that they have. Unfortunately, this playground gets super hot because there is no shade, so we only really utilized it in the evenings. Then we made our way to the little convenience store that they have. The store is pretty small, but I think it has pretty much everything that you need. We mostly went in there for wood and like fire starters, and Aiden wanted to get some lights for the bike because we ended up renting bikes for this trip, and they were going to be delivered the following day, so he wanted to get some fun gear, I guess. Um, they also carry, aside from toys and candy, they carry some food and drinks, and they actually had a pretty extensive, um, I guess, adult beverages. This year, the wood has gone so expensive. The bundles are much smaller, and I think it was 3 bundles for $28, if I'm not mistaken. So it was quite expensive because I think last year it was like much bigger and it was $22. So, anyways, that's pretty much it of our first day. After this, we just went back to our cabin and we enjoyed dinner, and we just continued making campfire for the rest of the day. So be sure to come back to see more of this trip.